advice that you're gonna take yourself. Never be someone that should try to tell someone to live a certain way or do certain things or suggest they do these things without you have done it yourself or willing to do it yourself, or you live that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you're going through is soon gonna be everything that you made it through. You just have to keep hope alive and understand that living the right way, thinking the right way, being honorable, and being a person that tries to strive to be better every day, only good will come from that. That's plenty of advice that I've gave before. But one of the biggest advices that I've given is understanding that you're in control of your peace when it comes down to the protection of how you react to things that try to disrupt it. Meaning getting rid of the social media like I did. You know, I deactivated my Twitter, I deactivated my social media, things that I suggest people do all the time. And it isn't necessarily just for this specific situation. You could literally go right now on my channel and write in, I deactivated my social media. I've done it for the course of the last 3 years. It's because sometimes I need a backup from the smoke and mirror world, which I believe is social media, and hit that reset button on my life. It's also best to do that because you can step outside of the box and analyze situations that you might not be reacting properly to or looking at the right way because you're in it. But when you step back, you tend to see what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. And something that I noticed that I did wrong, and the main focal point of what I really want to talk about and mention in this blog right now, is out of those tweets that I'm trying to explain to everybody how they're out of context, how it might look this way, but it doesn't mean I'm this or I'm that. All the defense that I'm trying to put behind it, and the main defense that I keep mentioning, is the change of who I am over the course of these 10 years. I'm not understanding the biggest factor. That even though these tweets to me are 10 years old, to you, they were 10 seconds new. The day you read them, the moment you seen them, they're brand new to you. And it took me to step back a little bit to understand that, to realize that I'm too busy trying to make people understand how old something is and not realizing how new it is to you. With that being said, when I think about that time frame, I also try to take a positive out of all negatives. And the positive thing I could take from that is look how far back whoever it is that was behind trying to find something about me to make me look a certain way to people. Look how far back they had to go. Let me ask you watching, how far back would they have to go to find your skeletons or the things that you've been accused of or the facts of the things that have been proven to be stained on your name? You know, these are for the people who talk about living in perfection. When the people who live in perfection have the most to hide. Or if you absolutely have the nerve to say you're the same person you are now a decade ago, I feel sorry for you or anybody who looks up to you as a role model. Because without going through losses, there is no lessons, there is no change. So I'm happy to not be the person that I no longer am over the course of those years. Also happy to say that whoever it is that went out to try to put this stain on me, you couldn't find nothing last year, the year before, the year before, the year before, the year before, the year before. You have to go that far back to put some type of stain on my jacket. It just makes me realize how much of a positive change and how much I've changed my life in so many different aspects. This isn't about just some distasteful tweets. I am completely a different person in every way, fashion, or form, everything. And I was able to take that positive and look at it that way. Another thing I want to address about because there's people out there saying, oh, I keep saying these tweets are this old, but there was a tweet by Sheed Happens from 3 years ago where I said, first of all, let me apologize to Coach Corleone because I originally thought it was him that put up that fake Photoshop tweet. So everything that I said at Coach in that blog, it goes as Sheed. And I'm not even trying to bring anybody in this or anything like that, but the fact that I'm getting dragged the way I'm getting dragged over something that is factual from this long ago, meaning yes, I wrote these tweets at that time, but for you to try to take away the biggest component of which I'm telling you how old these tweets are and make up a tweet that was a few years ago, classless. And whoever believes that, what do you want me to tell you? If you can actually prove that, I'll send you whatever. I'll send $5,000 to anybody who can find where I said that tweet. And to anyone who's thinking about, oh, maybe he deleted it, go to that thread. If I deleted it, it would say tweet deleted. But he knows it was fake. And your man's, I'm not going to name drop because we have a mutual friend that I was on the phone with. He knows you made that up too. But whatever, maybe that was your way of getting at me for feeling offense for what I was writing in those tweets 10 years ago. So I don't even have no gripe with you.
You got this.
Only a handful of people in the world can do it.
You could be